get this little light of mine. I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Oh, let it shine.
Hello, thanks for tuning in. I am so excited to be making another video because I have found that this is a way that I really love connecting with all of you. And I'm outside, so you may hear some wild noises or a car go by or my neighbor doing something in his yard because it's summer and people are out and about and the seeds that have been planted are now blossoming and it's great. And people are really starting to find themselves, and some of us that feel lost, you may not realize yet that really when we feel lost, it's the universe's way of leading us down a new path, the path of least resistance. And though we may feel frustrated in the moment, there's something bigger and better waiting on the other side. And I've had this happen to me numerous times where I just felt like overwhelmed from the transformation and the shift that was happening in the world and thought that the whole world was crumbling around me. And then all of a sudden, some sort of magical things start happening. Because, at least for me, I find that I release the fear of having to be in control all the time. As a type A personality and like a leader personality, I like to know what's going to happen next. But the magic about life is that we don't know what's going to happen next. And even if we do, or we set some sort of expectation, there's no guarantee that it's going to go that way. And I think that's beautiful. However, we all have so many fears. We fear so much in life, and that's what holds us back. And so many times I've been hanging out with friends or in an event or doing something somewhere, and I'm anxious about the next step or what's going to happen next or something I need to do days later, and I'm not focusing on the now. And that's been a big discussion in the Bring Me to Life challenge or the Bring Me to Life network. If you don't know, that's something that I'm a part of that I really love because it gives a place for discussion. There's many healers and artists and musicians that are a part of the Bring Me to Life network, and we come together in podcasts and through radio and through workshops, and we have a Facebook group called the Bring Me to Life Challenge where we just talk and we share posts. And it's like any other Facebook group where you share things that are on your mind, but it's about awakened content and the journey. And it's a sacred, safe place for all of us to gather and share what is on our minds and to find other like-minded individuals in our community, which is really what Suleiman and I have been all about since we came together as a duo, is creating that safe place for others. Because we know how hard this journey is, and we're really grateful to have each other, but we're also really grateful to have all of you in the community. And through the Bring Me to Life Challenge, that's where we have been pushing ourselves, and all of those that have decided to take it on as well, to really take it to the next level. And this month, the discussion has been all about power and taking our power back. And I know that last couple months I was still kind of recovering from a lot of things that I went through emotionally, physically, and even during like health situations last year. It takes a while to recover from that, even as a healer and as somebody who seems really positive and sunshiny all the time. Like, there's a lot of pain to work through. But this month has been just magical. We've had a lot of rain, and I feel like it's really been cleansing my soul. I work long weekends, so I've been kind of giving myself Mondays to recoup and do the self-love. And self-love isn't always flower baths and relaxation. However, I've totally done that, and let me tell you, it's magical. Put on your favorite meditation and just tell yourself for even 10 minutes you don't have to do anything for anyone else for that moment. But self-work and self-love is also journaling and showing up. I took part in a In My Vibe challenge by two amazing ladies this past week or so, and it really helped recenter me and put me back where I needed to be. And other than the Bring Me to Life challenge, I've been working on a few projects of my own, so stay tuned. I have a couple challenges for you that I hope that you participate in the next couple of months. I'll be posting some more information about that. But in general, I've been releasing all these blocks and trying to really push my boundaries and release fear, because fear is just, it's overrated. Like, I used to think that it was, I don't know, it's not cool to be afraid of something, but it defined who I was, you know, to be afraid of heights. I'm definitely still afraid of snakes, but I'm trying to not let that be my identity anymore. Like, whatever I'm afraid of failure, afraid of being alone or being left out. Like, you don't have to be afraid of those things. You're creating an anxiety for yourself, and you're giving your power away to fear and to worry, and you're worrying about the thing before it even happens. So you're like forcing yourself to live through it twice and giving yourself this expectation of fear. So usually we create expectations of joy, like, oh yeah, we set high expectations, we want this thing to be great, but we also set expectations for fear, and we start building that anxiety, and we're like, oh god, everything's gonna go wrong, everything's gonna go terrible, I'm gonna mess up, I'm gonna forget this, and we start worrying, and it takes the fun out of things, and your power, just, you feel drained, you don't feel powerful or confident. I have been working with a quote that has really helped me the last couple years, but especially this week. I've used it in all my workshops and with my clients and in my podcasts. If you didn't know, I now co-host or host a variety of podcasts, from the Bring Me to Life podcast to my own podcast, Shine On with Shannon. But I also have a co-created podcast with one of my good girlfriends, Breezy, or Brianna Scott, Breezy Spread Love. She goes by all kinds of awesome names because she's just a high vibe human. But in Awakening with the Girls, we really discuss power together. And I shared this quote with her, and I want to share it with all of you too. And I highly suggest you go check out the Awakening with the Girls episodes. We've been trying to release one every Friday. We may have a few Fridays we take off, but the one I just released last Friday was really powerful and amazing, and I hope you check it out. And I started out with this quote, and it's so powerful, you'll have to hear it a few times to really grasp it all. So here goes. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light and not our darkness that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I? Who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? But really, actually, who are you not to be? Who are you not to be your full potential? You are a child of God, and your playing small does not serve anyone. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking yourself so that others feel more insecure around you. We are all meant to shine, just as children do. We are born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. It's not just in some of us, it's in all of us. And as we let our own light shine, we allow others unconsciously and give other people permission to do the same. And as we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. And that's a quote by Marianne Williamson, which is from a book that she wrote back in 1992. That's like a year or so after I was born. And for that quote to be so powerful in this day and age, that is just so magical to me. And something that I think is even cooler is she's running for president. And there's a lot of people that are doubting her right now, but she is being fearless and going for it. And even if she doesn't win, I admire her so much for being willing to put herself out there. She's basically putting herself out there in front of all of these people who think that she is just some spiritual woman that doesn't have a chance, but really she does, because she is exactly what we need. And even if she does not become president, the fact that she's being so fearless is so empowering to not just women, but men too, because it shows and it reminds us that we all have the opportunity to stand up and show others that they too deserve to shine. As we liberate others, as we be ourselves, the more we're ourselves, the more we're not afraid to share our story, which has also been a part of the Bring Me to Life discussion. the more we're willing to share our story, the more other people are able to get to know us and realize that they're on that journey with us too. They can connect with us on a deeper level. The things that, if they know you're afraid of something, yes, people can use that against you. I've had it happen. They know what I'm afraid of. They use it against me like kryptonite. But at the same time, they also know how to take care of me. They know how to love me. People understand me on a different level because I'm willing to share myself with others. And it's been a really scary journey, and it's kind of weird sometimes to like go out into public, and sometimes people be like, oh, I don't put myself out there, but like I know all about you and thank you. And I'm like, oh, thank you. They're like, yeah, thank you for being real and being willing to just share yourself. And I never really thought of it that way, because for a long time I've kind of sat over here being like, am I really a life coach? I like being a transformational coach. I love inspiring change to all of you people. I hope that what I do here really inspires you to be the best you that you can be, because that's my goal. Other than that, I'm still searching for my own mission here. I love doing art and being an artist, but really, I show up here on social media not for attention, not for the likes and the comments, but because I feel this inner connection to knowing that my journey serves a purpose and helping others know that they're not alone. Because the reason I feel like we all manifest here in the physical form is to experience each other, to experience each other's journeys and our own journeys, and to learn from each other and to be there for each other. And though, yes, we have time constraints, I can't answer every single message every single day, and I'm so sorry if it takes me a while to get back to you. I hope that doesn't make you feel like I'm inauthentic, but really what I'm saying is I'm showing up here being my best version of myself as a light for you to also show up and be the best version of yourself, whatever that may be. That does not mean you have to do yoga. You do not have to be a vegetarian. You do not have to hike or love nature if that's not your thing. If you're a computer person or you're introverted and you just want to explore in your own way, as long as you are showing up and feeling like you are in the moment and you're living your life the way you want to live your life. That's what's important. And it's not going to happen overnight. Like, I'm not living in a mansion. I don't have a nice, shiny new car. I treat myself to things because I know I deserve it. But I'm just on the journey with all of you too. I'm not trying to be a Facebook influencer that thinks that I have it all together, because I know I don't. And honestly, I don't think any of them do either. That's one thing that I've learned along this journey, is nobody knows everything or really anything. We're all just kind of making it up as we go, and that's the beautiful magic of life. So if you've made it this far, thank you. I've kind of been babbling. I felt like I needed to really just check in. I've been wanting to do more weekly videos. The month has been, again, powerful. The theme of power has been so nice to just feel empowered again and confident and shiny. But that being said, the Bring Me to Life Challenge, again, you can find us on Facebook. You can find my podcasts, either Awakening with the Girls, Shine On with Shannon, or even interviews with others on the Bring Me to Life podcast at bringmetolife.com. And you can find all that I have to offer you, including some of my beautiful new jewelry that I just made, charged and cleansed. I've been working really hard on some new jewelry because I'm really finding that that's where my heart is creating beautiful things for all of you, whether it be videos, art, or something you can wear and carry with you and remind yourself that you too are special and deserving and powerful and beautiful. I kind of didn't touch on the actual Bring Me to Life challenge of this week, which is going to be empowering yourself with the choices you make and the power of being able to say no and giving your yes meaning. If that's something you want to know more about, I highly suggest checking out Lisa Nichols and, again, listening to the Awakening with the Girls podcast that'll come out this Friday, because that's where we really discuss that. And I got a lot of good information coming at you for that in that podcast. So check it all out. And until next time, stay awake and shine on always. And thanks for tuning in and watching all the way. If you watched all the way, leave me a comment. Let me know you watched all the way, because I wanna give you a special shout out and a thank you. And put your name maybe in a giveaway that I hope to do very soon. So yeah, thanks for watching. Bye. Thanks for shining on with us.